A Zen master once told his students, "Imagine that you are shot by an arrow. You feel the pain and suffering from the wound, and that's unavoidable. But then, after the first arrow, you begin to panic and overthink. You ask yourself, why did this happen to me? How could this happen? What does this mean for my life?" You begin to create your own suffering on top of the original pain. This is the second arrow, an arrow you shoot yourself with by overthinking and dwelling on the situation. This simple yet profound lesson highlights a universal truth. Suffering often comes not just from the challenges we face, but from our own mind's tendency to dwell on them. The first arrow represents the unavoidable difficulties of life, while the second arrow symbolizes our habit of overthinking, which amplifies our suffering. Overthinking is the mental habit of analyzing, reanalyzing, and excessively worrying about situations, often leading to stress, anxiety, and inaction. It manifests in various ways. Rumination, constantly revisiting past mistakes or regrets, replaying negative events, and wondering what could have been done differently. Catastrophizing, imagining the worst possible outcomes and assuming disaster is inevitable. Analysis paralysis, being unable to make decisions due to excessive consideration of all possible options and consequences. Perfectionism, setting unrealistically high standards and fearing any deviation from perfection. While critical thinking and self-reflection are valuable, excessive overthinking can lead to mental exhaustion, emotional distress, and difficulty in moving forward. To avoid the suffering caused by the second arrow, we need to cultivate habits that help us break free from the cycle of overthinking. Let's explore some practical methods to help us break free from this cycle. The first step to overcoming overthinking is awareness. Pay attention to your thought patterns and recognize when you are spiraling into excessive worry. Ask yourself, am I overanalyzing this situation? Is my thinking productive? Or am I just creating stress for myself? Am I imagining negative scenarios that haven't even happened? By becoming aware of your overthinking habits, you can start taking steps to interrupt them. Often, overthinking arises when we become trapped in an endless loop of analyzing and reanalyzing situations without making any progress. This constant mental activity can drain our energy and keep us stuck in a state of indecision. To overcome this, it's important to recognize that action, no matter how small, can provide clarity. When we take even the tiniest step, it not only breaks the cycle of overthinking, but also allows us to gain feedback and adjust our course. Rather than getting lost in hypothetical scenarios or worrying about what could go wrong, we can focus on what we can do right now. Write and tear. Research has shown that writing down your worries and then tearing up the paper can significantly reduce anxiety levels. The physical action of writing externalizes your thoughts, allowing you to confront them in a tangible way. By tearing up the paper, you create a symbolic gesture of resolving the issue, signaling to your brain that the problem is taken care of. Reframe negative thoughts. Pay attention to the automatic negative thoughts that arise in response to stress or uncertainty. These thoughts often tend to be exaggerated or irrational. For example, you might think, "I'm going to fail," or "This is too much for me." Ask yourself, is this thought based on facts, or am I assuming the worst? Reflect on past experiences where things turned out better than expected, or when you were able to handle a difficult situation. Look for evidence that contradicts your negative belief. Reframe your internal dialogue by practicing self-compassion. Instead of berating yourself for mistakes or uncertainties, approach yourself with kindness. Keep a journal or reminder of positive affirmations or empowering thoughts. The more you consciously reframe, the more your brain will begin to naturally adopt a positive and resilient mindset over time. Practice acceptance and let go of control. Many times, overthinking stems from a desire to control outcomes. However, life is inherently uncertain, and not everything lies within our control. Accepting reality as it is can significantly reduce unnecessary mental suffering. Instead of attempting to control future outcomes, focus your attention on the present moment. Mindfulness practices, such as deep breathing, meditation, or simply observing your surroundings, can help anchor you in the here and now. By doing so, You release the need to predict or influence what hasn't yet happened. Trust that things will work out, even if they unfold differently from your expectations. Remember, overcoming overthinking is a journey, one step at a time, one action at a time. Trust yourself, trust the process, and keep moving forward. You've got this. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe for more insights and strategies to enhance your life. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.